What's up, y'all? Ivan here from the Ivan Rides YouTube channel. Today we are on the Shadow Chimera and we are doing a full commute experience video. We're starting our ride here in Central Park South and we're gonna make our way down to the Williamsburg Bridge and take that into Brooklyn where Electric Wednesday is being held. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. It's good to have you on board today. Just a quick reminder, I am affiliated with the following companies. So if you want to support the channel, there are going to be affiliate links and affiliate codes down in this video's description. Using those links and codes will generate a small commission for the channel that helps me with the operating costs while helping you save some money on something you were planning on purchasing. So thank you so much for your continued support. I really appreciate y'all. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you're new here, don't worry, we'll go over a few things so that we are all on the same page. Down below, you're gonna see chapters. I get that a video like this is a bit longer, so those chapters are there to make it easier for you to navigate the video and revisit your favorite parts. In my pocket on my phone, I have the Relive app running. That means at the end of this video, we're gonna have a clip that recaps the route that we took, as well as some of the stats generated from this ride. And finally, since this is a full commute experience video, there will be very minimal editing and cutting of the footage. I want to give you as immersive of a ride as possible, so there are going to be no talking points planned and no scripts planned for this one. It's going to be a combination of me making commentary based on what I'm seeing, potential storytelling, and if I have nothing to say sometimes, I'm sorry, I have nothing to say, so I hope that's okay with y'all. And okay. Are we gonna... Oh, we're not gonna make this turn. But, like I was saying, sorry, I got distracted by all the police here. Let's focus on the ride. Thank you for tagging along. And it's good to have you on board. And I hope you enjoy this. So I don't know if you guys saw there in the beginning, I have the power settings saved, and I want to start sharing that with you guys because part of the fun of owning the Chimera is being able to dial in the settings to kind of reflect your riding style. And if you saw on the screen, maybe I'll put it up here even though it's going to break the immersion of the ride. I have the power at 38,000 watts. I have the throttle response here, which I shifted from the trigger style, the way Austin had it, to the thumb style. I have the throttle response at 80 milliseconds. And I have the flux kind of geared at 5% towards more acceleration. The thing is, in Manhattan and this type of city riding, there really isn't, honestly, like much opportunity to hit the top speed, but there is always an opportunity to use that acceleration because, like I was telling you during the first ride on the bike, there are just times where, you know, you need a bail and you need to go. So I prefer having high torque and quicker acceleration versus the top speed for my commuting. So that's been really, really nice. And that's been the setting that I've been using over the last, I would say, week that I've had the Chimera now. The other thing is that I occasionally do is I will dial down that the wattage in the morning just in case I feel like there's a checkpoint coming at the bridge. So if we get stopped, it's going to be at like 2,000 watts instead of like 3,800. But I feel like we should be okay here, cutting through the city and kind of making our way around. And other thing that you guys might be noticing is we have new mirrors here. This is actually a huge shout out to Red Suron, one of our homies on Instagram. He uses these, I believe they're called triple clamp moto double take mirrors for the trail. I like that this still looks like very discreet, like you can't even see them, instead of having things that hang out like on the bottom like that, or things that come off the edge that make these wide handlebars even wider. I like having them in the middle. So this is cool. I've been using it for a few days now and I really like it. I like it so much I may even use this on my other builds going forward instead of having like the ones that dangle, but we'll see. I really like those a lot. And Times Square is as busy as ever. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. The only thing I wish I had now is like a bell, like something I can just like ring at people, because this is crazy. The sheer volume of people always through Times Square is just absolutely maddening. And these prime bikes, man. Oh, come on guys, come on. Gotta go, you gotta go. I'm running a little late for Electric Wednesday. Oh, speaking of Electric Wednesday, the Electric Wednesday before Electrify Expo is actually going to feature our friend Harrison from Handlworks. He's coming out from California to hang out with us for a few days, and he's gonna be there at he's gonna be there at Electric Wednesday, and it's gonna be a Handlworks event. So if you've ever wanted to see the back 855, the back 2000, have any questions about modifying your bikes and want to get hands-on, or if you have a Handlworks controller, please come out and support. Harrison's gonna fly all the way from California just to kind of like hang out with us there. I mean, I think he's got business in the area, but hopefully he'll have some fun. We're gonna show him around New York, get him some pizza and all that fun stuff. So that is October 15th. Harrison's gonna be here. And then the 718 ride. Ooh. The 718 ride is gonna happen for the Friday night before Electrify Expo. I don't think we're gonna be out that late because Electrify Expo, we had to get there like pretty early as show-off bikes, and I am terrified of the deadline right now because a lot of the parts have started coming in, but we still haven't finalized the bike. So most likely next week's episode is going to be part 2 of the what are we going to call this? Oh my god, why is this guy going the wrong way? The build to the expo. So that is going to happen hopefully next week. I'm planning on meeting up with Carlos this week to kind of like take a look at what we still need to do and how the powder coat's going. So hopefully we got some updates for y'all's. Oh, my apologies everyone if I'm a little out of breath. It's been a very long work day. We started our day really early today because we had some meetings, but let's see if we can get in front of this herd of people before it gets crazy. Okay, thank God. Ah! I should probably stay in the bike lane or the bus lane here. Everyone's still running the reds, but I'm not taking those chances anymore, man. I cannot afford to take a day off with the baby coming just to take care of a criminal summons for running a red. So we're taking care of that. And then speaking of weird regulations in the city, they've just enforced a 15 mile per hour speed limit. But honestly, I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt. I know a couple of y'all have been asking me about it, but the speed limit in general in New York City is 25 miles per hour for cars. But as you guys see in like a lot of the videos, these cars are going more than 25 miles an hour. A lot of these things are like suggestions here in New York. So we're gonna see, and it's also gonna depend on how hard NYPD wants to enforce that, especially with the mayor leaving and his anti-PEV friends potentially leaving the office. Yeah, so with his what are you doing? Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go, my guy? Where are you gonna go? This guy's like revving his engine at me like he's gonna get around. And he's still behind me. These cabs, man, like I don't know who they think they are, but and you're still behind me. Like, he's mad that I'm going along with the cars, but it's all good. I can't let these road rage incidents like take me out, because I've got someone to come home to that's expecting me to come home, and I have a little one on the way, so he can go kick rocks and he can sit there in traffic while we'll carve it up here a little bit, because we gotta make some time. But yeah, like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by this cab revving his engine at me, thinking he's Dominic Toretto. Family, bro, family. We were talking about that 15 mile per hour speed limit. So yeah, it's going to be a suggestion thing. We'll play it by ear, but thankfully, again, we have the Chimera and we have that new Super73 ZX. So we're going to be much more understated and much more incognito than ever. So we'll be chilling. And we're gonna see how the city decides to enforce it going forward. But that's kind of just, that's how it always is. Like, New York City likes to do these crazy things, and you just got to kind of see how they enforce it going forward. Just like the way, I forgot what it was. Like, I was having a conversation with one of my clients about like stupid laws that only exist here in New York City. I think one of them is like, it's illegal to keep ice cream in your pocket on a Sunday. You know, just like, yeah, there's some really weird stuff going on here. So shrug, shrug, shrug. Yeah, I have to take a little bit of a breath there. This guy got me a little riled up, and You know, yeah, you never want to ride angry. You don't really want to ride with that kind of aggression. I spoke about that one time on the while I was on the board, and you do some really crazy things when you're in that kind of mood. So go, 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 go. So yeah, Wusa, my guy, Dilo 3. This guy, I'm not sure if y'all noticed either. I am also much more comfortable with the bike now, so I am gladly being a little bit more aggressive and navigating traffic a little bit more like the way we normally do. Ooh, I've also raised the seat a little bit because on my daily commutes, I like to pedal a little bit, and there are times where I'm just like all pedal and no throttle. The Chimera is super light enough that it's really enjoyable to actually pedal the bike. And we're gonna jump in here. So yeah, you might catch me pedaling a little bit more, especially once we get to the Brooklyn side here, because the area where Electric Wednesday is, Radagast Beer Hall, is in like a very closed type of neighborhood where it's like super slow speeds, just protected bike lanes, etc., and like pedestrian walkways. So you don't necessarily want to do anything dumb with stuff like that. But yeah, like I was saying, I did raise my seat a little bit here to make it a little bit more comfortable for pedaling. And I know it doesn't look BMXy with that raised seat, but I like having that. Holy Christ. Oh, my guy. Yeah, so I like having that seat up like that. I can get more like fuller pedal strokes. Pause. And yeah, see, it's much more comfortable to have that full extension and much more efficient for me. But oh my god, this guy with a TV. Yeah, so much more comfortable. And speaking of commuting here, interesting thing is I am thoroughly impressed with the battery and the motor for this bike. Like, it is crazy how efficient it is. Over the last week that I've been using the bike, I've only had to charge like twice, like every other day basically. And I'm averaging about 30 miles to a charge right now. And that's with the motor output at 3,800 watts, the acceleration at 4% on the flux, and 80 milliseconds with the throttle response. And that's just like normal stop and go, occasional speed runs, but for the most part just kind of like chilling, because again, you can't really blast too much here in New York. I just realized I forgot my headlights, and it's getting so much darker. But yeah, let me complete that thought real quick here. 30 miles to a charge, and I could probably get a little bit more, is pretty insane. So the high drive mixed with the 10 amp hour Molicel P50Bs have been incredible for range. The more I get to know this bike, you're going the wrong way. Why are you mad? It's funny, she's mad because she's going the wrong way. Sorry about that, y'all. We had a little bit of a camera issue there and it cut out. And also, I realized I dropped something, so I tried to go back for it. Unfortunately, we will not be able to recover the item that we dropped. Thankfully, it's not our wallet, but it was something important for work, so it's okay. Ow, something hit me in the eye. So we are resuming back here near the FDR Drive South, and we're gonna make our way down. Honestly, I was like, you know what, I give up. I can't. Like, and honestly, I may have just left it at work, so I'm hoping that whatever it is that I lost is on my desk at work instead of somewhere on the streets of Midtown Manhattan. What we'll do is we'll do a quick battery check in a little bit. But man, that gave me a heart attack, because when we stopped, I was like, when we stopped at East Village, I noticed that the camera all of a sudden cut off right around the time that lady was coming at us. And I looked into the mirror here, and I was just like, what the hell? Why is my camera off? And then I was like, you know what, let me check my pocket here real quick, let me just make sure I have everything, and one of my things was missing. So I was like, oh Lord. I just hope that it's at work. Oh my god, I'm so stressed out. My bad, y'all. And the quality is going to be a little different right now too for the audio, because I have my visor open, which doesn't give me that like echo that you normally get. And I'm really worried that I don't have headlights right now. This is terrible. I'm like so annoyed at myself that I don't have that. Like, I literally put it next to my backpack this morning, but because I was in such a rush, I completely forgot it. But okay. Oh my god. This is where we normally would have had Electric Wednesdays back then. Bobby's night out. Gotta make a little bit of time here. I may say a little less just because I'm much more focused on just trying to get to Williamsburg Bridge from here. Actually, while we're here, right, we're at 54 volts. We barely used the battery and we were going pretty quick there. Okay. Go, 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 go. You know what? I don't even remember what I was talking to y'all about around the time that lady cut us off. But if it was important, you know, I would remember. Oh, we're in East Houston here. Okay. We're gonna... How are we gonna do this? Maybe we'll make a right here. No, we'll just... We'll make a right on Houston, and then we'll... I can see the bridge from here, and then we'll make our way over that way. We've got plenty of battery life on the bike, and that's also on top of the 6 miles that we did on the way into work this morning. I had to make a couple of stops real quick, but whew, my bad. Yeah, my bad if I sound a little bit more panicked and a little less chill than earlier in the video. I was a little stressed out there. Is Ridge Street gonna bring us there? Let's see. I don't know these side streets like Johnny Prime does, but we might have to stick to the side streets a little bit since I'm that jerk without a headlight. Man, I feel so bad that I'm that guy right now. Okay. Okay, I see the bridge over there. We'll make a right here. And then that should bring us a little bit closer to our stop. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I can borrow a headlight from someone at Electric Wednesday. So now that we are likely at the potential halfway point of this video, if you like the full Commute experience series and you still want to keep it going, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, as it really helps me, the creator, know that you like the series and I'll continue with it. Also, if you really enjoyed the video, please consider hyping it up as well. That really helps out the channel gain some exposure, and you can do it up to 3 times per week. And finally, if you wanna jump in the comment section to say hi, you know, I'm always there, so just leave it in the comment section and I'll respond. And finally, if you want to support the channel, I'd love to have you as part of the Ivan Rides family. So on the bottom right over here, you're gonna see my logo. Click on that and it'll subscribe you to the channel. We do videos every week, and oh, this guy's on top of me here, and oh, rollerblader, and yeah, I'd love to have you as part of the Ivan Rides family. We do videos every week, so just keep an eye out on that. But with that said, let's try to refocus here. It's actually probably a lot less we're probably a lot closer to the end of the video than at the halfway point. So because once we get over this bridge, we're only a few blocks over from Radagast. So beep beep beep. You guys ever had those moments where, because of how tired you are from work and everything else that's going on, your brain is just kind of just like, and you end up just making mistakes that you normally don't make? Yeah, that's what this feels like right now. Are we just chilling here? Or come on, my friend, you gotta move a little bit more. Oh my goodness. This bridge is madness right now. I get in front of this guy. That's the huge advantage of the high drive here. When it comes to hill climbing, it is an absolute blast. Okay. We're gonna be a little bit more conservative now that it's much darker. It's not even, it's crazy because like 2 weeks ago at this time we had an insane amount of sun. Now we're back to darkness, which means, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I have my puffer jacket on, my Uniqlo base layer, and my transition gloves on already. When I left the house it was 50 degrees, so it was freezing, but I didn't expect it to get so dark. I feel again like brain is just, you know, on a different planet right now. I hope someone has an extra pair of headlights for me. Let me try to get around this city bike. Oh, going a little bit faster here. Okay. But yeah, I've been meaning to answer. For those of y'all that have been asking me about how comfortable is the seat compared to some of my other bikes, I mean, if you're comparing this with a Super 73 that I have with the 350-pound spring and an ultra plush seat, I mean, it's no comparison. This is like painful, but it is no more or no less comfortable than a standard bike seat. I'm probably gonna change out the saddle and the seat post once I get a chance, because I want to get a seat post that's a little bit longer, and also I want to get, oh my god, I have no headlights, this is super dangerous. What was I saying here? I want to get a seat post that's a little bit longer so that I can kind of get a little bit more of an extension and get a little bit higher up. But also, I want to get a flatter seat that's less BMX and more normal bike seat. Why is there no lights on a bridge? Oh my goodness. I am sorry, y'all. I am completely and utterly unprepared for this ride. Oh my god. I am so sorry to everyone that's riding around me. And I am so sorry to y'all that are watching if my camera settings are not made for the dark. But I hope it looks cool. I have it on auto right now. Ooh, that hurt. I felt that little pothole there. But yeah, extremely comfortable for a bike seat. I've ridden fixed gear before. I've had a couple of road bikes over the years, and this is on par with some of the seats that I've had over the years, so not mad at it. Actually, quite like it. You do have to kind of do this thing sometimes where if you're on a longer ride, you just got to kind of shift your weight around from cheek to cheek. So, yeah. But that's something that I'm used to doing. And I think over time, as I get used to it, I may not even like do that seat post or seat update like I was saying earlier, because I think once I get used to it, honestly, it's not going to be... It's already not that big of an issue after a week, so... What is going on here? I dislike Williamsburg because it's so congested like this. Stop honking. Jeez, man. Like, is it on Bedford Avenue? I don't think it's on Bedford. I'm gonna have to pull over and check here for a second, y'all. Because I don't know where we're at here. I feel like I'm in the wrong place. Please hold. Very northern, okay. Mission accomplished. We are on the right direction. I just completely forgot where it was. Again, brain is a little... and we're gonna make it, y'all. We just gotta make it to North 3rd, make a left, and Radagast Beer Hall should be right there. Oof. I love these brakes. I think I'm gonna need to get some Maguras for my bikes going forward, because these just bite so hard. Go, 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 go. Come on, guys, go. Green means go. Go, go, California, go. I love that 2 up there. Nice, nice, nice. And yeah, as this ride comes to a close, thank you again for coming along. We are like probably 2 blocks away here from our final destination. And if you made it to this point, thank you again. I apologize for the weird cutoff in the middle of the ride, and I apologize. Oh, did I overshoot this? I did overshoot it. Gosh darn it. And I apologize for being so scatterbrained on the second half of this ride. We were on such a good flow there until my brain was just like, Ivan, did you forget something? But of course my brain couldn't remember what I forgot, but it remembered that I did forget, and panic then happened, mixed with the tech difficulties on the camera. Yeah, but we're here and almost there. There we go. Barry. Oh, now we're here. Thank goodness we can just pedal. This is the part that I was telling y'all. It is like a two-way bike lane here, so we're okay. Let's see where everyone's at. Here's the beer hall, and let's see if people are around. Yep, I see e-bikes. We're good.
Let's go down the street then.
All right, y'all. Peace out. I'll see you guys later. Bye.